My name is Liz Watt, and I'm a registered dietitian at the UNC Wellness Center. We have finally made it into 2021, and I know a lot of you like to have some new habits started. You're either going to try to save money, or maybe you want to exercise more, or the most popular one is eat better. Well, I have a recipe for you that I think you'll enjoy, that will fall into that category. So a lot of us, when we decide that we want to go ahead and start making some plans to eat better, the first thing we think of is salads. And don't get me wrong, I love a good salad, but the problem is doing healthy, fresh salads in January is terrible. There are no good vegetables that go into a traditional green tossed salad that are really in season in January. So the next best thing you can look at is some of your other greens that are available. Your regular romaine lettuce and iceberg lettuce and spinach, all those kinds of things. You're gonna be seeing those closer to the spring, summer obviously, and maybe early fall. But this time of year is really hard to find that, to have it good and fresh. So kale is one of those alternatives. Now, a couple years ago, kale was touted as one of the best superfoods. And I don't really like to use the terminology superfood because all food is super in its own way. But with kale, nutrient profile, I have to admit, it's really, really good. It's got so many wonderful things for you. High in vitamin A, high in vitamin K, high in vitamin C, high in fiber, lots of antioxidants, therefore cancer prevention. It's just an all-around really, really good food. And it tastes yummy, and you can go ahead and use it in some of these winter salads like I'm mentioning. So let's get started today. I went ahead and this is a simple kale salad. You can add whatever you want to it. I have a couple things I'm gonna do to it. You can definitely modify it however you like. I went ahead and toasted some walnuts. You can use pecans, you can use macadamia nuts, any nut that you like, or leave the nuts out if you don't like nuts. But I went ahead and toasted some walnuts ahead of time. I have my kale, and you wanna rinse it really well. But after that, you can sit here and you can chop each and every little piece off. Towards the way it's growing, you just slide your hands down it and it comes off. Sometimes you need to give it a little extra tug, but then you can get rid of the hard stem that it grows on. So you just kind of slice your way down the edge of it. Now, kale is really inexpensive this time of year. That's part of the reason why I chose to use this salad. I got this giant bunch at Harris Teeter for like $1.69. It's huge. Now you can get it pre-packaged. They already have this work done for you. So they've pretty much already taken off all these hard woody stems for you, and they just have the leaves. And the great thing about it is you can go ahead and use it by sauteing it. You can make kale chips out of it, put it in the oven, any way you want to do it. So you can go ahead and get these pieces like this, either pre-made or you can do it yourself and then pop it in the oven or any way you want to do it. After you get your kale together, you want to put it kind of in a big ball on your cutting board. Nothing pretty, just a rough chop over it to make some of the pieces a little bit smaller, because when you go ahead and bite into that salad, you don't want to have a big chunk of something. You want to have a nice bite-sized piece. All right, take your kale, put it in your bowl. This is a fairly important step. Once you get your kale in the bowl, before you add anything else to it, take a little bit of salt. And you're going to kind of want to massage it a little bit. Why do we massage kale before eating it? You want to do that because, one, it helps to break down some of the cell fibers, and it makes it a little bit more easier digestible. This is a pretty high in fiber food. It's related to the Brussels sprouts and cabbage family. So if you ever had those items before and have a little bit of GI discomfort after eating those things, this can help to break down some of those cells. So you're just massaging it away, just kind of softening it. It makes it a little more tender when you're actually chewing it, so it tastes a little better. You can use olive oil, you can use lemon juice, you can use salt, whatever you need to do just to kind of massage it and break that down a little bit. Now we get to go ahead and add our stuff to it. So I have here a green onion. All you need is one green onion. And you can take a scissors and cut the green onion, or you can just chop it with your knife. I'm going to go all the way down to the white. And technically, if you wanted to, you can go ahead and take this, stick it in a jar of water, and it'll regrow. So we're just going to sprinkle some of the green onions in there. You don't really need a lot, I find, with green onions because a little bit of them does go a long way. Now we're going to take a pear. You can use a pear, you can use apples, you can use oranges, whatever you want to use. I just like to add a little bit of sweetness to balance out the salad. We're just going to slice it. I'm just trying to make sure I don't have any of the, here I got a little bit of the core in there. You just slice it into some pieces. You can put little dices if you want to make it more like a diced salad, or diced pieces of pear, or you can have them as big chunks. I'm going to go ahead and take them and just kind of just do a 1/2. Cut them all in about a half, and then you can go ahead and take them and sprinkle them around your salad. Another one that I like to add would be dried craisins, dried cranberries. You can go ahead and use dried cherries. Dried blueberries would be really good in here. I just like to give it a little bit of flavor. Plus it gives it some great pop of color. So you see, you got a nice red color in there. And this is great to use, or past the holidays, but it'd be great to use at holiday time to make it, festive. Now we're gonna go ahead and add our nuts. Put those in there. Now if you have a pre-made salad dressing that either you made or a bottled salad dressing you want to use, that's totally fine. I'm going to go ahead and just keep it nice and simple, and I'm going to use a little bit of balsamic vinegar and some olive oil. So I'm going to just give it a generous pour of olive oil, and then I love balsamic vinegar. Just kind of splash that around. Grab a spoon, and then just kind of toss it around. And there you have an excellent, high nutrition, low in calorie, extremely healthy, very inexpensive winter kale salad that you can make and actually enjoy eating a salad in the wintertime and not have it be an unfresh, in-season vegetable salad. It was really easy, as you saw. It took me about 3 minutes to put together. And you got salad now, either for the week, or you can have this as a big meal and you can throw some chicken on it, or some tuna on it, or some shrimp on it if you want to throw some protein in there. Hope you enjoyed this today. Hope to see you again. Take care. Bye-bye.